Today, the Austin City Council met to discuss a variety of topics, including some that take a closer look at response efforts following last week's ice storm. KVUE's Ford Sanders joins us live now outside of City Hall to break down some of these items. Good evening, Ford.
Hey, Quita. Yeah, we're looking at three items that really drive it home for Austinites when it comes to the response that we saw last week. Now, let's start with items 78 and 79, which were both approved by council. 78 is one that many of you at home could benefit from. Now, it takes a look at damages that may have happened to your home over the winter storm, waiving permitting and development fees required to repair single or multi-family homes. Item 79, also a big benefit for the city as a whole. It allows for the disaster declaration to be extended from this 7-day limit to now 30 days. Now, District 4 Council member Cheeto Vela saying this will help secure funding for cleanup that goes beyond a week's time frame.
If we did not extend it, then we would be limited to the reimbursements just for those 7 days. But by extending it, we can roll some of the other additional costs that the city is bearing.
Item 81 is another major resolution brought up today by council. Now, this discusses the audit the city will do into Austin Energy's vegetation management plans and execution. Now, originally, District 6 council member Mackenzie Kelly wanted the audit to look into Austin Energy's broader operations and coordination with other city departments during the storm, in addition to those vegetation management plans. However, the item was ultimately approved with District 5 council member Ryan Alter's amendment to have it just focus on the vegetation management aspect for now.
I think the broader question about Austin Energy, we will get some information in the after action report, and I think it's appropriate to wait for that to look beyond the vegetation question, but to really have an independent entity take a look at this particular question.
I like that you thoughtfully put together the amendment, but I'm not able to support it based on the feedback from my constituents and those in the community who want to dive deeper into this.
And Councilmember Ryan Alter says a big reason for focusing on just the one right now is because he and other council members want to wait on the after action report from Austin Energy to see their findings from the ice storm response. Now, council members like Cheeto Vela tell me that they expect that report to come from Austin Energy within weeks. Ryan Alter saying he would also like to see a third-party auditor rather than just relying on the city auditor for this.
Well, Ford, another huge topic tonight down there is the special session council was holding in regard to city manager Spencer Cronk's employment. What happened with that?
Absolutely, Quita. Well, that was an executive session. So what that means to you at home is that it's closed to the public. So it was just the council members. Now, this was actually called because council members wanted to look at his employment and look at his response when it came to last week's ice storm. Now, if you remember, he is the second highest paid employee here in Austin, and he actually issued an apology this week apologizing for any shortcomings when it came to the response. However, like I said, this is an executive session, so we don't know actually what went on, but I can say that it just ended about 10 or 15 minutes ago. Again, this was just a discussion into his employment.
All right, our Ford Sanders down at City Council. Ford, thank you.